So Mondo has a 1/6 scale battle cat on the way, and I got to take a first look at it. Would you guys like to see it with me? Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today I've got a fun video for you where I had an opportunity recently to fly out to Los Angeles, and while I was out there, I met up with the crew over at Mondo to get a first look at the 1/6 scale Masters of the Universe Battle Cat. This is a massive, massive toy or collectible, or whatever you want to call it, but it's an amazing thing to behold. I know that there are a lot of questions about this, about what all is included, so I'm hoping that today's video will help to give you guys all a closer look at it and answer some of those questions. Now, before we move forward, I do have to give a word of warning. In this video, I used my microphone, and then when I checked the footage, I realized that my microphone died. Hey! I don't know how long I've been doing this, but I still don't know what I'm doing. Technology's awesome. Good news, you can still hear everything just fine. Audio is good. It's just going to be a little weird when you're watching me pass the microphone around and it's clearly not audio coming from the microphone. I hope that doesn't distract you guys too much because there's a lot of really great information here and some good up-close looks at Battle Cat. So without further ado, let's jump on over to my interview with the team over at Mondo. Hey guys, this is Pixel Dan, and I am sitting here with the guys from Mondo, because today we've got a very special video where we're going to be taking a look at the incredible new Battle Cat. I'm very excited about this. So before we jump in, why don't you guys all introduce yourselves to the audience here?
I'm Bob Fulkerson. I'm Senior Director of Business Development at Mondo.
I'm Tommy Hodges. I'm a sculptor and a creative manager at Mondo Funko.
Awesome.
I am Hector Arce, and I'm the Senior Creative Director for Mondo Toys Department.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for this opportunity to sit down and talk with you about this amazing, amazing piece. This thing was first revealed a couple years ago back at PowerCon. I was there. And you guys had just, it was a total surprise to everybody because it was unarticulated at the time and it was unpainted, but in your display case was this Battle Cat, and everybody was like, what? Is this a real thing that they're going to do? Is this really going to happen? And here we are. It's about to officially launch. We've got a sample in front of us.
Yep.
We're going to get a close look at it today, right?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome. So how did this come about, first of all? Who wants to tell me this story? Like, what? This is crazy, right? It's like, this is huge.
That's exactly actually how it came about. We were seeing some decent success with our He-Man line a few years ago, and Hector, I, and former member of our team, Mikey Bonanno, were sitting around talking about ideas, and I threw out, we should make a Battle Cat. Basically, it was like, you're a moron. What are you talking about? We shouldn't make a Battle Cat. What I pitched at the time was like, we should just make a gigantic plastic Battle Cat that didn't articulate.
Right, that's what I was going to say. It was pretty much, let's make the original toy big, right?
Yeah.
Plastic, doesn't need to articulate, we can update it. And then we were like, no, let's just articulate it. Like, why not? Let's go crazy with it and make it the best Battle Cat, like, essentially.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So what are the dimensions on this thing? Like, how big actually is this thing? Do you know?
Yeah, he's about, from head to tail, he's about 18 inches long. And then right up here is about 12 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Big, fully articulated, lots of cool accessories. So where do you guys want to start? What do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about, like, just a start, I guess, right? I mean, it's one of those things where you have to see it in person to fully take it in, right? I mean, it is a massive piece, and what's cool about it is we did a couple things that I think are new to something like this, since we have the scale. We thought, well, first thing I wanted to do was articulate the armor, because the armor in all Battle Cat figures, they're just like a piece of, plastic or whatever, just a hunk of armor.
Sure.
So for this, we wanted to give it movement. So like all the plates are articulated back here and then up here. So each one will move with the figure.
That's amazing.
When you move the whole body. So then even this one up here. So all the plates are segmented and they're actually can articulate, which is, I think, pretty neat. We gave him a little, what are these called?
Stirrups. Yeah, there you go.
Of course I don't know. We give them stirrups. They're a soft PVC, so they feel like leather. They're really cool. And we updated it a little bit and giving him, you know, more of like a leather kind of belt down here, and we added some armor to his forearms.
Sure.
I think what's the best part about this is that all the armor is removable.
Awesome.
So you can display him without armor, and you can just have Cringer. Or you can put all the armor back, or you can remove these if you want him to have a more classic Battle Cat look. You can remove these by just popping the hand or the paws off, and then you can kind of have multiple ways of displaying him, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's one of the things that kind of blew me away about seeing this on display at Comic-Con, were just all the different accessories and the pieces, which give you different modes for displaying your Battle Cat. So if you want it more classic, or like you even got alternate heads with a totally new styled helmet that is definitely reminiscent of like the 2002 era Battle Cat, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, for us it was we always want to push the design element,
Sure.
especially since we're upscaling everything, right? So we've done a lot of exploration, and then I just kind of sketched that out when we were designing it, and then I gave it to our amazing MOTU designer Emiliano, and he kind of took it and ran with it. But we just kind of created our own, inspired by what you're saying, but still kind of created our own kind of Mondo helmet and kind of specific Mondo look for Battle Cat.
That's amazing. So who can tell me a little bit about like that whole design process? Like, what was it like trying to transition this character into a fully articulated figure? Like, what are the difficulties in that, the complications? Like, how does that work? I've never seen like a fully articulated cat in like a 1/6 line like this. This is nuts.
Yeah, we can. I'll start here, but I'll give it to Tommy because he pretty much did all the articulation for us, which was amazing. But I mean, to begin with, yeah, we had a couple things in mind, which was, like I said, we wanted the armor to articulate. We wanted everything to be swappable. We wanted to have different options. But we also wanted it to get into these really like kind of cat-like poses that other Battle Cats haven't been able to get into. So I think that was kind of my main goal, and that was my main instructions when I was speaking with Tommy. I don't know, Tommy, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I love cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great answer.
That's a great answer.
And so when Hector asked me, he's like, "Hey, can you articulate this unarticulated Battle Cat figure?" Pretty much, I was like, "Yes, please. It's a dream come true." Because how many articulated cats are there? How many articulated dog toys are there? There are a few, but like they all can use something. And being it at a 12-inch scale, you could really add so much more than like a 6-inch figure scale.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't really freak out when we gave you the notes that we wanted to articulate the toes?
Oh no.
The toes are articulated on this.
Yes,
That's amazing.
They are. Pretty much, it's like how much articulation do you need? And pretty much, it didn't need to splay, but it could do.
Yeah.
Cat poses.
Sure, cat poses. So let me ask, like, how do you guys balance that out as far as, like, I assume this is a pretty hefty figure. It also has to sit He-Man on his back. So with the articulation, you also have to make sure that that's tight enough, right, to hold the figure up. Is that like a kind of one of those things where you have to, like, get pieces to test it out, or, like, samples, or?
For me, it was all done in 3D. I wish there was a process where you could have one printed, try it out, give it back, but it's a month-to-month process almost. But articulation-wise, you don't need a cat's arm to swing out like a human's, and cats can only kind of do like a pouncing pose.
Sure, yeah.
So like anything beyond that would be too much, and that's where you start to lose like strength to hold up He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where like you gotta keep it within range of what an animal can do.
Of course.
And same with the back legs. It's like, I have a cat. I remember I was walking around and Hector's like, "What about the back leg articulation?" I'm like, "Hold on, let me look at my cat."
Just watch your cat.
Really,
That's amazing.
And then we applied it to the figure as articulation.
It's about the size. It's about the size of a house cat. So
It really is. I mean, yeah, this thing is about the size of a small cat.
Disclaimer, do not put the armor on your house.
Oh, really? Oh, man. So interchangeable portraits is what we've talked about. Can you guys explain how this works? Are we able to function this today? Is this functioning? Ooh, I'd love to see some of these alternate heads.
yeah, let's try it. mind you, this is a very first prototype, so
Sure, of
bear
course.
with us. Oh, as I hit little Cringer, we can talk about him later. But yeah, it's a pretty simple mechanism. We have a ball joint on the inside that allows you to move his head, and then it just kind of swaps on in and just like that.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And these helmets are like part of the sculpt of the heads.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen it with that helmet on. Wow, it's really cool.
I
love
this
getting your
helmet.
genuine reactions to it just while we're sitting here. That's great.
But yeah, I really love it with this head. I don't know, there's something cool to give him a different feel than he's had in the past.
Of course.
So
Well, I love all the intricate details you guys worked into the armor too, like the little cats that are part of the sculpt and the saddle and everything.
yeah, I wanted to touch on that. We added all these little small, like I guess battle cats throughout the armor as like it just felt like such an elegant like touch to his armor. It kept him royal feeling.
Oh, I like that.
And we like to tell when we do these figures, we love to tell the story of the characters, but also add our own little backstory or just what we would interpret. And yeah, like when we were designing his armor, it was very much like let's keep it regal looking and let's give him some flourishes. And that's what we did with like there's just all this like soft detail. There's even in Battle Cat's head, you can see there's full on cats or other battle cats in there in his helmet. So we take what's already there and what's awesome about the character, and then we just kind of push it.
Yeah.
And we just add little things here and there to kind of tell a new story or just give it a fresh take.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we can swap out this head too.
Let's do it.
We can give him. This is the non-helmet head. So yeah, you're right. All the helmets are permanently attached, so they're just all separate heads.
The weight on this
Yeah,
is like so hefty.
Yeah, it's a hefty piece of
Articulated jaw.
yeah,
on that.
articulated jaws on all the heads except for the Filmation Cringer.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh.
All the way open, all the way closed.
Oh, I love it.
I almost wish it made a sound when you right next to the mic. But
Budget.
But yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, so, and then you just snap this on.
That is cool.
Sorry.
So this is like more like the ferocious, unmasked, like green tiger head, basically.
Right.
Kind of like on the original toy, you would take the mask off, but it would still have a ferocious tiger head underneath.
Why isn't this? Oh, I see. Sorry. There we go.
Boom. Look at that.
I was putting it in the wrong way.
Turn it that way. Face it towards
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That face
Oh,
is
it's
fantastic.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, we felt like we needed to have an unhelmeted head. It was just something that I just thought we could make a really cool looking Cringer
That's
without
so-
a helmet.
Absolutely, absolutely. But like you mentioned, we've also got a Filmation inspired Cringer head too.
Right. You can't have it. You can't do Battle Cat without Cringer, right? So we do have the Filmation inspired head, which we gave it like realistic textures,
Yes.
so that it doesn't feel so like different from what we already have going on here. But we really keep the style in there, so he still feels
A little
cartoony.
snaggletooth.
Right,
and,
yeah, he still feels cartoony. He still is Cringer. When you look at it, you're like, that's Cringer.
Yeah.
But he has like fur texture. And,
Yeah.
and that's it. We push it that little bit. And yeah, let's see if this one, if I put it on correctly. There we go.
I love it. I love seeing a Cringer with the armor on. That's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
He's mid transformation.
I don't know about this, He-Man. Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah. So I mean, we could take all the armor off and stuff too, but that might be an ordeal for this. But yeah, you could display him without all the armor.
It's so
And
cool.
I mean, that's pretty much a Battle Cat in a nutshell. And I think what's cool about it is like what I mentioned is you have so many display options.
Yeah.
Right? You can do Cringer, you can do just, helmetless Battle Cat. You can display it with our new helmet. You can do the original. You can remove all the armor and just have, a green cat hanging out. You can do whatever you want. So I think that's what's pretty special. And then we had to include baby Cringer.
Little baby Cringer.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So this guy's not articulated.
No,
right?
no.
He is heavy. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
love it.
We love to include, when we're making these figures, it's kind of like about telling a story and celebrating the history of the character. And so when we do like, you know, He-Man or She-Ra or whatever, we love to include their little buddies.
Yeah, of
so
course.
Like, you know, Cal comes with She-Ra, and you know we're going to have, you know, some sort of future releases that are going to come with really cool little buddies. But we felt like, oh, like we needed to do Baby Cringer.
Awesome. Excellent. All right, so now that we've seen this thing, we've seen him out of the box, we've seen all the cool stuff, what are the details? How do we buy this thing? When does he go on sale? What does he cost? What can you tell me?
It goes up October 25th on mondoshop.com. It will be a timed edition. We're going to run it for a full week.
A whole week?
A whole week, because we listen, and we notice some people are missing when we're doing the 24, 48 hours, so we're going to run it for a full week. It'll be $499 with free domestic U.S. shipping.
Oh, cool.
So,
and you guys do usually have like the payment plan options
yeah,
too,
there'll be a couple payment plan options. We're actually still actively researching other payment plan options.
Okay,
as well, but
great.
don't have solutions yet, but that's not my purview.
And it's just the one version. I know sometimes you gotta do like Mondo exclusives and stuff. So like just the standard Battle Cat comes with all this stuff.
Yeah, this is the Battle Cat.
The Battle
Yeah,
Cat.
this is it'll be on the site. It'll be called Mondo exclusive or the exclusive timed edition, but it is pretty much the definitive Battle Cat.
Amazing. So I mean, it's great, but it'd be really cool if we had a He-Man that we could see sitting on top.
Right,
of it.
that'd be pretty neat. Tommy, I think, is there something by your feet?
What? We have a He-Man here? It's almost like we planned this or something.
We organized something.
All right, so we have He-Man Deluxe. This is pretty much our final shipping sample, so this will be going out fairly soonish to everyone who ordered one. But we figured we'd do a little unboxing here.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So just so you guys know, there's corner protectors here, so a bunch of stuff is going to fly out when I open this.
Boom.
Yep. It's okay. It's there to protect your package.
Just like at home.
Oh, look at that. So he's in like a black box too this time, right? Or
Yep.
it's kind of like a black colored
Yep.
grayskull design.
You can see the.
Oh, and the artwork on the front, that's
Yep.
beautiful.
We got Florian Bertmer,
Bertmer.
who does every single one of our MOTU packaging.
Yeah, gorgeous.
He totally killed it with this one. He did a great job. And yeah, let's open it, and then you can see the flap.
Ooh.
This. You have one of Raul's beautiful photos that he took for this piece, and here's the figure, and we can open it up.
Let's do it. Let's open it.
So here's, you can see him in the plastic.
There you go.
Got all this little protective
Beautiful.
stuff, and then yeah, we can start posing.
And this is the one that comes with all the alternate armor. So you've got the Thunder Punch armor, the battle
Yes,
armor.
This is He-Man Deluxe.
He-Man Deluxe.
He-Man
yes.
Deluxe. That's amazing.
Yep. So you can see him right here, right there. Here you go. First official unboxing.
Gorgeous.
We should sit him on.
All right, we got to do it. Yeah, let's get Battle Cat over here.
Yeah.
He-Man, on your steed. Oh, yeah.
So you'll see in some of our photography, like our photographer posed them out in incredible ways to kind of
Yes.
show it off. But yeah, you can get him in here. You can get his stirrups. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Learned a word.
Learned a word today.
Yeah.
I love it.
On, and then yeah, you can kind of pose them out. You can, when you put the accessories on and everything,
It's amazing.
it looks pretty impressive.
It's so impressive. Like, this is just seriously a cool display piece. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, this is the funnest thing about this scale, is there's just so much detail you can get into 1/6
Absolutely.
that disappears when you're doing the smaller pieces, and it's always really exciting to see the combination of the two. In addition to He-Man Deluxe, when we drop Battle Cat, we're also offering a regular edition of He-Man.
Really?
For those that missed out on the He-Man Deluxe.
Okay, so and he'll be a little more like pared down without the extra stuff.
It'll be a pared down version with less accessories.
Yeah.
For anyone, because if you're going to buy Battle Cat and you missed He-Man,
And you
you're
don't
not
have
gonna- you're not going to buy Battle Cat.
Right, gives you a chance to have a He-Man for your Battle Cat. That's great. That's
Right.
great.
That was our main purpose here with releasing the regular edition, is just to give folks who missed out, because we listened to our followers and our fans, and we're like, yeah, I mean, you should have the ability to get a He-Man if you're going to get Battle Cat.
Of course.
So, I mean, one can't live without the other, I feel. Well, He-Man can live without Battle Cat, maybe, but Battle Cat needs a He-Man, right? So
I love it.
But yeah, he will be very, very, very stripped down with just the regular armor and some accessories, but all of like the cool battle armor and Thunder Punch armor is just for the deluxe.
The deluxe one. Okay.
Yeah, the one that we released a couple months ago. So
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah.
Well, guys, it looks incredible. Was there anything else that we missed that you wanted to add to this?
No.
Any other cool cat-like stories?
No, I'm sorry.
No, we're no, we got all the cats.
No, we're done. We're done with the cat.
Well, it's really an
We're not
impressive
done
piece.
with cats.
Oh, we're not done with cats.
Oh no, we're not. No, but
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
we can leave it at that maybe.
That's
yeah,
a
we'll
great.
leave it at that. We're not done with cats.
Yeah.
That's a great way to end this off, I think.
Right.
But
I
this
think
is incredible, guys. Thank you so much for sitting down and taking the time to give us this first look at this. This is really, really incredible stuff.
Appreciate you coming out, Dan, and shooting the video with us. We're really excited to have you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, there you guys go. October 25th is when Battle Cat officially goes up for sale for 1 whole week. So you can get your orders in with Mondo. Thank you guys so very much for doing this. And thank you guys for watching. Until next time, my friends.